Fire away. Let's go.
Kenny, this is probably cliche at this point a little bit with Draymond, but if you look at, we haven't been with you every day, so if you look at the stretch when he's gone, I think you're ranked 28th defensively, and since he's been back, you're ranked 4th defensively. Like, is it really one guy that just changes everything in that way?
Yes.
Then how does he do it?
You know, it's not only his play; it's his influence on other people on the court, and he has an incredible impact on on his teammates. So coaching him on the floor, putting him in the right positions, and then he just cleans up all of our mistakes. And we make a fair amount of them. So it's amazing. Lawrence Taylor, I don't know, like great linebackers, and he's just that linebacker that sees everything and cleans everything up. I just continue, like, I think offensively he's really helped us. And we've been really good offensively, but his screening ability, his corporate knowledge of the offense, he's just been phenomenal for us since he's been back.
How different is today for you with, dealing obviously with the head coach's duties?
Yeah, it's obviously not the ideal situation in a lot of senses. And then obviously from a personal standpoint, adding on that we're here in Utah, where Decky, had the incident, and so it's tough, but this is what we do in our jobs as professionals. We got to move forward, but also remembering, and we talked about a little this morning with the players. There's no forget, let's move on. It's like, no, let's remember, but we have a job to do tonight.
How has the mood been with the team? Where's everyone's heads at?
I think winning helps. So the team was upbeat this morning. I think when you're starting to go on a little bit of a win streak, you want more. So there's that enthusiasm, and we also know we're behind the 8 ball a little bit. So there's an edge to us, I think, but a positive edge because we're winning some games now.
Where is Lowry more dangerous than he was when you were coaching against him in the Eastern Conference?
Oh, yeah, a lot more. I mean, just he's really grown as a player. Shifted to the number one guy, which I think there were some doubts in this league whether he could be that guy, but it's obvious he's there. He's arrived. We better get to his body. We better make him uncomfortable. We got to be physical with him. But he's such a complete player, and to be 7 foot, we were talking this morning, comparisons, Dirks of the world, Dirk Nowitzki, this guy he's really turned the corner to being a star in this league.
Where's Pajemski impressed you most just as a rookie doing this?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think defensively, first of all, just his instincts and his feel for the game defensively, and then his ball handling. I think, watching him in Summer League, there's a little concern. Can he play pick and roll? Can he handle the ball? And obviously, Steve and the staff, we feel super comfortable with him with the ball in his hands, and it's been a really helped Steph a lot, to have that secondary ball handler. And then when you have Draymond out there, you got 3 ball handlers. So it takes a lot of pressure off of Steph. So yeah, defensively and then the ball handling part of it has been really real positive.
Yeah, we haven't been here for the whole thing. Just coming progression, maybe in a general sense, from a 19-year-old to a kid. The Jazz have 3 19-year-olds who's 19. What is this progress? And maybe go back to your Brooklyn days that a 19-year-old goes through to kind of get ready in this league 3 or 4 years later.
Yeah, I had this theory, it's a 3-year process, and year 2.5 you really start to feel it and start to get really comfortable, and all the work he's put in, pounding the rock, it's paying off. But besides maybe the LeBrons, I don't know who else can we put it in that category where just right off the bat they were great. Most guys, I think it's 2.5, 3 years. It seems like that's the average. So he's feeling it, and he's got tremendous confidence now, and Steve's got great confidence in him too. So it's really a nice balance. Got a nice balance with that first group.
Could you elaborate a little bit kind of on the sentiment that you shared with the team this morning? I mean, you don't have to tell me exactly what you said, but just the reasoning behind. Usually you hear we got a game to play, so put things to the side.
No, we didn't have a long talk about it, but we we mentioned what was where Steve and the 6 people from our organization are, what's going on over there, what's happening. Just keep them open to the communication of what Steve and the group are doing over there, and what they do with their family, and how beautiful the service was. And I think you gotta talk about it, and I just wanted to communicate that to him, and like I said, it wasn't a huge discussion, but I'm glad we addressed it.
Have you talked to Steve today?
Yeah, talked to him this morning. Obviously, long flight and all that, and we talked about his experience over there so far. What I'll kind of keep that to myself, the particulars, and then we talked about game stuff, in-game stuff, what we're going to do strategy-wise and rotation-wise. So good conversation.
How do your duties kind of shift tonight?
Well, I was thinking, this is my first time as a kind of interim replacement. I don't know what you call it, so it's a little strange. I think I lean on our players who have this. It's like that's first and foremost. Lean on those guys, Steph and Klay and Draymond. So we got that. So there's a comfort level there. Then as staff, most of the staff has been here longer than I have. 10 years, some of them, and so lean on them. Because they know the system even better than me, and then I got to lean on my experience, right? I got to, obviously, my head coaching experience in this league. So it's kind of combination of that. Then you just gotta let it flow and let the game happen.
Just your read on the team. How are they handling being back here? We tried to keep on our routine, right? Like I think. Besides, talking a little bit, about what Steve and the group, their experience over there. But I think we keep them on their routine, focus on the task at hand. But like I said before, it's, we're in a better place. We're obviously winning some games. We're feeling the momentum starting to really kind of take off. So that I think that helped. You go. Maybe today in a losing situation could be a little harder to deal with. Okay, thanks everybody.
Got to get Draymond to put the headset on. And we're up top here. Draymond, can you hear us?
Yes.
Hey, Draymond. Hey, it's great to have you on postgame. I just saw you. I'm going to start with this. Give me your favorite memories of Otto Porter in the 2022 season.
Winning the championship with him. Otto was huge to our run. When we went with a lineup to space the floor, Otto was the guy we turned to in the star lineup, and he was great defensively for us. He was great offensively. So, he's one of our brothers, one of our, champion with us, and we love Otto.
What does it say about you guys that tonight, Steph started, he was cold until the fourth quarter. You had some foul issues yourself, but still this team had basically a double-digit lead most of the night. What does that say about the way you guys are playing?
Well, this team is really growing together, and it's not based off one or two guys. Like you said, I got in foul trouble. Loon was ready to go. Dario came in and gave good minutes. Trey stayed ready and gave great minutes. And then Klay, it was good to see Klay get it going. And the young fella, JK and Wiggs, what they're bringing for us on the wings is absolutely incredible. JK is putting that pressure on the rim. You know, he's the number 2 option on this team. And the way he's playing, you know, when Steph's struggling, he gets to the free throw line, he gets to the rim, and keeps us afloat.
8 players in double figures tonight, which again talks about your depth. When you're on a team like this and you know you've got a lot of options and you're facilitating on the offensive end, what kind of reads are you looking for?
Just trying to find the first open man. Obviously, you know, we always want to get the ball to Steph first and foremost. Looking for Klay, looking for JK, looking for Wiggs. But, you know, we just always say hit the open man and let the next guy make the play. It don't always have to be you making the play. And that's what we've been living by, and we're doing a good job of it now.
And again, you know, talking about some of the young guys, we get back a veteran recently, Gary Payton II, and obviously, I mean, he's just so versatile, and so he's such a different. But there's nobody like him in the league.
G, me and Loon always joke about G being a small ball 5. The spacing that he finds on the offensive end is absolutely incredible. He's an incredible dunker presence. He's knocking his threes down, rebounds the basketball, and obviously we all know he's a hell of a defender. So it's great to see G back, you know, and bringing that depth. This guy next to me, we got him coming back soon, and, you know, we'll be at a full squad, so it's great.
It was kind of an emotional day coming back to Salt Lake, but you guys are pros. You had 12 points, 8 assists, 9 rebounds tonight, 5 of 7 shooting. Knocked down a couple of threes tonight early in the game.
I airball one, too. How embarrassing.
That's okay. Keep shooting them.
No doubt.
Just keep shooting. Thank you, Draymond.
We've asked you a lot about your frustrations not closing and you haven't closed, and the ups and downs of how you've played this season, but how are you handling the ups and downs of how you've played this season? The emotions that come with, you know, everything you've gone through.
I feel like I'm handling it good, and you know, I understand that it will be ups and downs. You want to be as consistent as possible, but at least I'm out there playing, I'm healthy, and I had fun, and that's what's most important.
I look back over the past couple of weeks, there's something tangible I think you can point to that kind of illustrates just what has led you guys to go on a little bit of a streak and build some momentum and it's changed.
Just everyone stepping up and filling in for when guys have an off night. Obviously, Draymond being back helps so much, but just guys understanding the offense and the flows of the game, and like we played everybody tonight, and that's a great sign of a well-balanced attack and a much-needed victory.
Right for you today, picking your spots, finding openings.
Wow, it's a good question, actually. I think when I get cuts to the rim, and I stay patient from the three-point line, I'll try to take open looks from 3. But when you get early looks at the rim and you get a couple of mid-range jumpers, everything opens up, and I think that's what allowed me to have an efficient night from the field.
What keeps you from being patient when you're not patient?
Just being thirsty to shoot the ball.
Draymond was rattling off a bunch of stats for Steph just in the locker room. I mean, Steph's averaging like 9 3-pointers again for however many times in his career. And Kenny was just saying how Steph has this knack to just know when you guys need him to pull you through a difficult stretch or just keep you guys afloat. I mean, just what have you seen from Steph really this entire season, but what he's been doing for you guys?
Just being Steph Curry, and that's doing the outworldly things like pulling up from 30 feet, making crazy layups, easy double-double tonight, 25 and 10. 3 steals, too, don't overlook that. And just being one of the greatest to ever play. And just awesome to be by his side still. Nice.
Steph, how do you get the sense of when the team really needs you? You've been talking to other people so far post-game, and they say Steph just has a sense of when he's needed. How do you sense
that? I mean, the flow of the game tells you a little bit of what's necessary. Every game is different, obviously, but the ability to understand how the defense is guarding you and what's available so that you can make the game as easy as possible. Over the course of my minutes out there, whether that's being ultra aggressive in the fourth quarter when you need some buckets, or whether in the meat of the game it's allowing pressure to open up other options for my teammates, and there's a lot of trust that's built in there. And then if you hit a couple shots, they know I'm probably gonna keep shooting, so kind of works both ways. But it's just a feel thing, and there's an ultimate confidence in what I can do and what my teammates allow me to do.
Draymond, he actually thinks that his suspension helped with some of the cohesion of lineups. It's really getting JK going, making your offense a little bit different than it's been in years past, and then now it's just a plug and play. Do you agree with that it's helped open up a different side of what you guys can do?
Out of necessity, you had to have guys step up, be put in positions that more predictable going into the season. So again, we talk about it a little bit. It's because we've been doing it a certain way for so long, and there's a lot of comfort in our patterns and rotations and all that type of stuff. When you get shocked a little bit, it's how you respond. And so it did force us to have to try new things and get extremely uncomfortable at times, and still not lose confidence in our ability to try to turn it around. We obviously haven't done anything yet, but the new looks of putting the ball in JK's hands, putting the ball in Wiggs' hands, Klay understanding where his shots are going to come from, Trace being able to be plugged in at times and give us a new burst. All that stuff is new, so it's on us to keep having confidence in whatever it takes to win.
8 twos from Klay tonight. How much you like when you have an offense?
It's always just taking what the defense gives you. For him, it's some nights it's tough because he's still Klay Thompson. He's still gonna be guarded like he's Klay Thompson, and you're gonna try to keep a body on him. But he opens up so much stuff for other people, so his looks might not be as consistent. Then some nights like tonight, where the ball is finding him and he's making the right play over and over again, shots start to fall, and it's always nice to see him smile that way because he knows he's still impactful. So the way that we win is everybody contributing, and there's not a consistent pattern on a night-to-night basis of who's going to get what shots. It's just let the ball figure it out, and we all have to trust each other.
He's obviously had some frustrating nights when he wasn't closing, and he's gone through some ups and downs, claiming ups and downs this year. How do you think, from your perspective, you've known him for a while, he's been handling the ups and downs or mentally evolved based on what he's been going through?
For him to be able to show up tonight like he did speaks on his confidence in himself, speaks to his competitive nature. I think he would say it's not been easy the whole year, but life isn't easy. Your work isn't easy, and you got to take the highs with the lows. And whatever peace of mind you can find to just enjoy basketball, that's usually where he thrives the most. So that's what we're encouraging him to do. I think that's what he's telling himself, and it's a long season. You just got to stick with it.
How weird was today with no Steve, the Montrose, no Adams, knowing where they were also?
We knew this trip was going to be tough all the way around, just the emotions of what Decky meant to us coming back to some, place where it happened. But it was definitely weird without Steve and CD, Rick. But it also helped us to acknowledge and celebrate what they were doing and where they were at and where they should have been, and then our ability to go out and allow the game to honor Decky. And I think it helped to be a little uncomfortable coming in with new, Kenny's voice in the huddles and all that. Everybody had to, continue to communicate, hit the whole staff and everybody stepping up into some different roles. It was fun. It's kind of like in a different way what I think was at 2019 when we played Phoenix one game and Coach let us coach. It was like it was like that kind of vibe. So it's an 82 game season. It was nice to have a little out of body experience on that one.
You guys win the boards again tonight. I've been one of the top teams in rebounding rate with Draymond at center. Just what's the key as a smaller team to being able to control the glass the way you guys have been able to?
Mindfulness on hitting first, knowing you're not going to meet anybody at the rim. You're not going to out-jump anybody. It's as old school principle as possible of hit your guy, do your work early so that you can make it easy on yourself. And I think we've been a lot more mindful of that as of late. Draymond helps because he's great at positional rebounding and doing that. But there's obviously big, tall trees down there that you have to have guards come back and help. And we've had times where we're just all staring at the ball and then everybody's rushing behind us, and that's where their athleticism can take over. But if we hit first and get the rebound, one, that controls possessions, but two, we're fast on the way back down, so you can get a lot of transition opportunities. Crazy things, we missed a lot of layups. We probably could have had a whole lot more off of those, so it was a good effort.